Okay, back to the potato cam. The battery died on the other phone, so this will be part 2. So yeah, in case you're wondering what this little thing is in here, I've got a gas freezer, like a propane freezer. I've also got a propane fridge, and I was going to store it in here because it's very shaded and it is extremely cool during the warmer parts of the year. Well, except for one part of the laundry is a little bit cooler, but yeah. Before I had the laundry, I was going to put the fridge in here and probably just sit its gas bottle out here and have probably just a basic mesh cover or something over the top. Maybe just a bit of shade cloth or some crap just to stop the pine sap dripping down all the damn time. And yeah, it'd be a nice cool place, but yeah, it might also be a bit of a fire risk putting it under a tree with dead branches. But ultimately, you know, I come to realise that solar-powered fridges are a lot better than propane-powered because, by hell, they use some gas. It's one thing I always know there. A lot of people have troubles with a propane fridge because they're never set up right. They never seem to set the blasted things up right because they're all too busy not looking at instructions and taking things seriously. So a lot of people have troubles with them, but I never have problems with them. And yeah, but there you go. There's a bit of old leather, probably a bit of a horse strap bit. We've got a lot of bits of glass and rubbish that I've plucked out, and there's a bit of other scrap metal as well. And a few bits of plastic containers and rubbish, some of which you can see in there. It'll be all going in the bin in a minute. But this is one that collapsed a couple of years ago. I actually had a lot of rubbish and I burnt the back out. You may remember I burnt the back out to allow sheep to come under here for shade, which they almost never did, only once or twice. But a lot of this stuff here is all a bit of charcoal on it all around here. But this also, right up inside there, that's cracked off and leaning down. And then this one here, you can see this one fairly well actually. Right up in there. Yeah, it snapped right off, right there. Yeah. Neighbours are still shooting. Must be something exciting over there. Here's another stump. As you can see, it's sort of fairly loose. Once again, you know, poison, and then I sprayed all the shoots that come back, and that's basically dead. If I hit that with a sledgehammer, it'll come straight out. But I've got a lot of little bits and pieces, just little ones. I should be able to dig them out with a mattock, like the hoe. Yeah. So anyway, that was a water tank down below. Used to be on the bottom of my dad's property, and my uncle put it back there because he sort of, like when we lived in his estate, he was a caretaker of that property. And so he put it down there to water sheep, and I believe it was fairly good, and it'd hold water. There's a bit more wire. Oh, bits of wire and everything. And when he moved here, he tried to reinstall it up here. But there's a lot of cracks and stuff that sort of happened in the moving process. And you can never really get it to reseal in this tap. Yeah, but ultimately she never held water when it was here, so that's just full of firewood now. You see all the Rio. They have perfectly circular Rio when they do all this type of stuff. I've been watching a few videos on all this sort of gear, and yeah, our clients at work would be dealing with a lot of this type of stuff because of the fact we do a lot of stuff for road infrastructure, but also a little bit of stuff, enough for water infrastructure. So that's just full of firewood. So yeah, anyway, go down here and have a little look. Wind's blowing again, and so the loader point, he'll get the front end loader and just push them all in to the centre. You can see a lot of the leaf litter is sort of stuck to the bottom of some of this box thorn. I don't know who it is, but they're letting a lot of shots off over there. And this is the pile that I've been sort of collecting, just rubbish, most of which has come off, well, that tree over there actually, and a couple of bits of odds and sods, old box thorn pieces and rubbish, bit of cypress pine snapped off, and probably likely to come in with a chainsaw and try and salvage this little one. So that's the one that was had collapsed into the box thorn. It's not huge, but you know, 5-6 inches across, I suppose. But there would be a bit of burn in that. I might just try and go straight through here and leave all the little forks out. That's going to be confusing trying to even untangle that. I might just go right through here somewhere and salvage that out. Not that I desperately need the firewood, but anyway, I'm pleased with the way all that's turned out. Gives me a bit more land back, and really ultimately I wanted all this stuff out because the pipe is going to probably go through there, and I didn't really want to have all the roots of these damn things messing with any pipe, because trust me, broken pipes are a trouble with toilet systems. And I didn't need to further enrich already very green plants that I didn't want to begin with. Anyway, I'll leave it at that, and here's the kitty. What's doing, my pussy? What do you reckon, Putty? Eh? Oh, buddy. Anyway,